In this tutorial, we're going to look at introducing headlines into web pages. We'll have a look at font characteristics and attributes, and we will have a look at another few tags as well. So the first tags that I really want to look at are the headline tags here. And as you can see, there's H1 right down to H7. This is the equivalent of in Word. You've 6 different types of headings. Heading 1 down to heading 6. And anyone who's used to using automated table of contents, etc. in Word would be very used to these different characteristics and different attributes. So H1 is quite a large heading. H2 slightly smaller, H3, which is just slightly larger than normal sized text. H4, 5 and 6 are smaller than normal sized text, and H7 doesn't exist. I'm putting it in there just to show you that it'll if I put in a H7 tag, it'll ignore it and put in normal text. Okay. On top of that, we've introduced other tags into this as well, such as the right tag here, which we would assume your text is going to move to the right. Center tag, which we assume your text is going to move to the center. And then on top of that, we have another tag which doesn't require an opening and closing tag, which is a HR tag. And I've used it here and here. The HR tag is for what's known as a horizontal rule, which will put in a line across your page. So we're just going to see these in action and see what they do. So I'm just going to jump over to my web page and into Notepad, and I'm just going to, here's one I prepared earlier, so to speak. So I'm just after copying and pasting this in here. So what I just want to just show here is what I have here is a HR rule here, HR rule at the bottom. So there should be 2 lines on my page. And then after that, I've got different size headings. Okay. So at the top, I've got heading 1. I've got it centered and it said headline sample. And above that, I've got a heading 1 and I've got it to the right. So there should be 2 headline samples appearing on the screen. And we're using the right tag here and we're using the center tag here. And I'm doing this as an example of something you'll see in a minute what effect that has on it. And then I'm saying that the H1 to H6 all are headings, and H7 is one that I'm just showing you that there actually isn't a H7 tag, so it won't actually work. So if I just go File, Save, and then refresh over here, you'll see these things here. So if I look at them here, you can see right. Okay, right actually doesn't work. Okay, as you can see here, the headline sample on top moves to the left-hand side. Okay, then you have a H1, which is quite a large heading, as you can see up here. That's a H1 size. Okay. On top of that, we have a HR, which is this line right here, horizontal rule, and you can see another HR at the very bottom, which goes in here. Okay. We can change the attributes of these in a few minutes to see what goes on with them. Okay. Then you can see the center tag, CENTER, and that does actually work. So this is unusual that the right one doesn't work, and you'll figure out if you do the same with left, it won't work either. And center does work. Okay, we'll introduce when we get into expression that we'll just be using like you would in Word, left, center, or right. And what it will do is it'll do paragraph align equals right, center, or left. Okay, so that will work for us. But I just wanted to point out that a few anomalies when it comes to tagging, because you'd imagine if center is going to work, well then right should work and then left should work, but they don't. Okay. Anyway, H1 to H7. So you can see here H1, H2, H3, which is just slightly larger than normal size font, which would be Times New Roman or Arial size 12. Okay. Then heading 4, 5, and 6 are slightly smaller than the normal size font. So it kind of reduces the likelihood of us using these H4, 4, 5, and 6. And you see H7 doesn't get any smaller than H6. So H7 is normal size font, we'll say. Okay. So there are different headings and we can play around with them. So while I'm at this, I'm just going to have a look at one attribute here when I'm at it. So if I look at this, color equals red. Okay, so if I just went, now what I'm doing is an attribute here, right? Okay, so it's part of my tag. And I go file, save, and then refresh. Okay, it'll change that to red. Okay, size equals +2. Okay, so if I go file, save, and refresh. Okay, and then I go width equals 50%. And puts it width equals 50%. So you can see that you can change the attributes of these. Okay. But anyway, they're the different ones we're looking at here. These are headlines. They're very, very common. They're very, very useful. What's really important about this is that when you put a headline in, what's important to notice is that it automatically puts it in bold. It puts it to the size of the headline that you want, H1, but also puts in a paragraph break after it. Okay, so therefore really we should only be using headlines for headlines. On top of that, which we must remember, is that what goes into a headline, the actual text that goes into a headline, should be keyword rich, which means that the search engines will give more emphasis to words that are actually in a headline. Okay, so we should use that appropriately and therefore work on our search engine optimization by doing so. Okay, so there are headlines and we can play around with those all we want. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one here to the right here, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so I have to save it first and then refresh it. So my headline goes in like that. I'm going to put in a paragraph break in front of that so it pushes it down one like that. Well, maybe if I type it in correctly. You push it down one, file, save, and then refresh. Okay. Okay. So we're looking at this here and we'll move on to the next thing, which is font. Okay. So in this case here, what we're going to look at is font size. And I'm going to just move on to this one here. And all of these are font. The actual tag is font, size equals whatever, and these are relative. Okay, so if I went -1, it means it's one size smaller than the normal text on your page. +1 is one size bigger. And to be quite honest, we're really only dealing with about 6 or 7 sizes when you're dealing with font size. So you know it's not like in PowerPoint where you might be using size 156 for a font size, which is massive, because we're dealing with web pages, and so we're talking about 6 or 7 different kinds of fonts. It might seem that it's very limited right now, but it's actually not, and you get around them fairly well. So I'm just going to play around with these for a second here, and I'm going to show you. You can apply font size or the font attribute to one, or the font tag to one letter, one word, one sentence, one paragraph, or the whole document. Okay, so I can put it around one word. So I'm going to do that, just play around with here for a second with it. Jump in here and jump in here. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is very simply, I'm going to copy this for a second here and just go font. Okay, font characteristics. And below that, I'm just going to put in open font, close it. I might put in size equals +1, color equals red. Remember, we're dealing with color COLOR. Then I'm going to put in COLOUR in here and then close the font. Now, when I just have a look at this, file, save, and then refresh it, what I have is the one word in there. It's slightly bigger than normal size font, and it's in red. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy and paste here for a second. So if I just go copy, right, what I'm going to do is just put in C here, OL O, U, and then R in here. And what I'm going to do is just show you that you can change the color of each and every one of these. So instead of going red, I'm going to go red, yellow, blue, green, orange, let's go file, save, and then refresh. Okay, so what I actually have is I have, as you can see, each letter is a different color. Now obviously with the white background, the yellow and the pink are not maybe as visible as they possibly could be, so I can play around with those in a second. What I'm actually going to do is going to go +1, -1, +2, -2, +3, -3. Okay. And file, save, and then refresh it. Okay. So now I have large, small, large, small, large, small. Okay. So what I'm trying to show you is you can actually change the actual font and the attribute of each particular letter if I want to. Okay. And the fact that I have these all in like underneath one another makes no difference, because it's the equivalent of putting them all beside one another, because I'm not using a line break or a paragraph break in there. So yeah, we can see what's going on there with that. And what I'm going to do is just put in another, while I'm at it here, I'm just going to copy and paste this here, put in a horizontal rule below that. So file, save, and then refresh. So I've got my horizontal rule under font characteristics. I'm also going to change my size of my font to 2, because you know my headings are quite large. So I'm actually going to just change these to size 2 to make them slightly smaller and maybe not as vulgar maybe. Okay, and we'll just play around with that. Okay, so that is the relative font sizes and colors. So what we're after introducing a new tag there and 2 new attributes. Okay.